Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for this evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 68th episode of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GG crew. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. 68?
I know what that means. You know what that means.
It's about to be nice.
It's about to be real nice in about a week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Mac?
Max, you paused when you said when some of your favorite streamers, and I was like, what? I wasn't sure what you were going to say. There was a pause there. That's all I'm saying.
A pause?
You paused dramatically for longer than I thought that you needed to. So
I'm getting critiques. I'm
critiquing you.
My pauses are too dramatic. They're
too dramatic.
At least Max doesn't make it sound like I'm dying again. Boobs is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That was the best / worst ever.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, couple things. Number one, look at this cool Sweet Justice t-shirt. It has their faces in it, and it's super cool. And you should get one. And they have hoodies too. I say they, but it's we. We have hoodies, so go check them out. Cachesandcantrips.com, which is the best website.
Look.
Pretty snazzy.
But also, thank you to everyone who, I almost said it again, they're not viewers, they're listeners on the podcast, because I guess I wasn't paying enough attention, but we've crossed 1,800 listeners on podcast platforms. So thank you all very much
to everyone.
And I very much appreciate you all listening to our podcast.
A lot of ears.
Yeah.
A lot
At least have as many people.
Good old ear holes.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also, if there's some exciting things. I'm gonna tell you some things too. I'm glad you're here tonight, but you better be here. I almost said next tonight, but this next week. you better be here next week on the 28th, because there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff, and I'm not gonna tell you everything.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But I will tell you that we're gonna have a whole handful of brand new emotes for the channel, including animated emotes, which look fantastic.
They really do.
They're made by Village, and you should look at them when they come out.
Our very own idiot.
I had expletives.
I'm not
I was like,
saying anything.
oh my god.
That's what your
I've
text
been in bed
translated
about to
to.
go to sleep when she sent them, and I may have started screaming and throwing things at Max.
Yeah, they're really good. Good job.
They're spectacular. Also, we're going to be doing costumes next week. So if you want to see us in costumes of various types, then make sure to watch next week.
If you watch in costume, throw that on Twitter and tweet at us.
Yes.
If you
So we wanna
watch
see your
in
costumes
costume,
too.
you're on another level.
I just love costumes, and any excuse I can get to see people in their costumes, I'm gonna take. So do it.
Yeah. So it'll be another costume cosplay episode. So check that out.
Yep. At Casters Cantrips.
What's that?
Casters Cantrips. That's Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter.com/casters
Costumes
cantrips.
and cantrips.
It's too long for the and on Twitter because they don't like our name. That's okay. But if you're like, I don't remember how to get there, I don't know anything, you go to cacherscantrips.com. There's a little bird in the top right, and you click it, and it'll take you there. That's why I keep saying.
Big brain stuff right there.
Cachersandcantrips.com. Anyway, I was going to say too, and then our patrons will be getting a specific message as well, but we're going to be trying something a little different going on with the channel. So if you weren't aware, we're actually streaming to YouTube live right now as well. Surprise, everyone. So if you prefer that platform, you can just go and watch over there.
Hi,
If you
YouTube.
want to be a homie and watch over there and maybe lower the volume or something, but have both up so that we can get monetized. I'm just saying.
Also, subscribe.
You need watch hours. So
Subscribe and put notifications on.
Subscribe, hit the bell.
Give us them watch hours.
But yeah, no. I think YouTube is like 815,
Look, we have
so
that
we still
little
need some
live
subs
button.
too. So
I never
yeah,
smashed a bell button so hard as I ever did until just now.
in your whole life.
Smash that bell, like and subscribe, and comment down below.
It's like she's been doing it for years, everybody. But there's a lot of very special things happening next week and the weeks beyond, but we'll leave some for your imagination and for some surprises. So be sure to come on over next week. Come on down to Caches and Cantrips.
Come on down.
I don't know what just happened, but I liked it.
What happened, whatever it was fantastic. And you're welcome. But anyway, if this is your first time here or if you've forgotten, we thank you for all of your support. We see your follows and your subs and all of your patrons patronizing us. But we keep all the alerts into the chat so we can have extreme focus for our serious D&D game playing. It's important. But anyway.
How am I gonna do? There's so many chats and maps and character sheets and
I use every square inch of all of these monitors, and I feel like I could use another one. So, in fact, I have another one over there for other stuff. But anyway, thank you all so much, and we'll go ahead and settle in and get our D&D caps on for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice making the trek into the area known as the Elder Forest. This area was a very old and dense forest to the north of the village of Leaside. They followed the trail that the vampire spawn had left behind as they were dragging the merchant known as Fendril Cleaves deeper into the forest. As they entered the area, they were attacked by a pack of wolves. However, these wolves were much larger and much more aggressive than your typical wolves. But the party was able to best the beasts in battle and force them to flee. After traveling for several hours, it became apparent that the group had gotten lost. They stopped to regroup as Valken climbed one of the very old and tall trees to regain the group's bearings. He observed the village of Leafside to the south, as well as a large estate with a multiple-storied manor to the north. It was situated in the center of the Elder Forest. During this time, the group was visited by a handful of will-o-wisps. The wisps began to attack the party as their pale lights brightened and dimmed their surroundings. Ultimately, the group was able to overcome the spirits and then made their way back to Leafside. When returning to the village, they had a brief altercation with Alvin, who was the owner of the hostel in the village where they stayed at. He demanded that they pay for the window that he believed they had broken during the night. He brushed off the story that creatures of the night were attacking the group, as he thought it was nonsense. As the conversation went nowhere, the group scattered out the town, mostly the chapel. They arrived to find there was no religious iconography inside of this chapel whatsoever. They weren't even sure if it had been removed previously or if the building had just been built for some other purpose. Valken, however, spotted a very large group of bats flying into town towards the side of town where Alvin's hostel was located. They landed for a short time and disappeared from his vision. And then several minutes later, the large group of bats took to the air once again and flew away back towards the forest. The party decided that Ron would be disguised as Braun and stay an additional night in Alvin's hostel, as his companions kept a close watch on him. Unfortunately, their watch was not close enough as Ron felt large, bony fingers grasp around his shoulders, coming from the ceiling as he was all alone inside of the hostel. And that is where we will begin our adventure this evening, and I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are the rest of us sleeping?
So, you all were trying to keep a close eye on what was happening, but to put it bluntly, this creature was quite stealthy, and their perception checks were not great enough to see what was going on. This is
Do
dark
we have
outside.
any inspiration? Oh no. Okay, Ron has it. I have that noted here in my very awesome notebook.
Your sweet justice notebook. All right, we'll go
Sweet Justice notebook.
Valken, what is your
All right, good.
initiative value?
My
20.
character sheet up if I'm gonna die.
20. Vin,
11.
11. Ron,
19.
19. Bryn,
15.
15. And our little friend here, 15.
And we didn't get a long rest in, did we?
You rested the day before.
We did.
I'm
Okay.
almost
Yeah.
certain of it because you slept in the middle of the day.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
So
Forgot
to begin combat,
Okay.
Valken, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm also waiting for the map to load.
Ron, your initiative is now in place and you are no longer surprised. So they will not
Got it.
have advantage on their roll against you, luckily, thanks to your high roll. So as your eyes sort of dart open when you feel the touch of these bony fingers on you, and you can see in your horror the vampire here on the side of the wall, grasping at you to sweep you away in the night. Next, the vampire. Or the vampire spawn, I should say. They are going to attempt to, make a claw attack.
Okay.
That is a 13, which does not hit, and they're going to try again. Okay. A 21, which I believe does hit.
That's right on the button.
And instead of doing damage, they're going to forego that and going to grapple you. So they have a hold of you, Ron.
Okay.
And they are going to try and move. What is it, 15 feet? So I'll say that they got you about right here through the window as they drag you out.
Oh, well, if there is a map up, I do not see this.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's-
I guess I should activate that for y'all. The
I
chat
just
can
thought
see it.
that
The
was
audience can
dark
see
and
it.
We couldn't see.
Yeah, no. Thank you for letting me know here. They can see. So, you were inside of the room with the candle lights lighting the area. You were grappled and they begin to drag you out into the darkness. I will say at this point, it is now your turn, Bryn. And as this is happening, you do hear some commotion because I kind of figure that a vampire dragging a Firbolg wearing plate armor out of a window in the middle of the night, which I think it's like 1 or 2 a.m., would probably leave at least a sound for you to investigate. So,
Yeah.
your turn.
And I was already like there keeping an eye on things, and I knew Ron was in there. I'm gonna run towards the sound.
You hear a sound inside in this direction.
Inside. Okay. I'm going to cast first. Had it, and I just lost it because last time they pulled someone out, they got someone, I couldn't catch up with them. So I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat,
Very nice.
and I'm going to use my run, and then I'm going to use my bonus to dash.
Okay.
So, think I can get here with one movement? Or do I get inside the door with one movement? And is
That's
that a
your
free
30
item
feet there,
interaction?
and you'd have to move
Okay.
1 square forward, and then you can open the door.
Open the door.
Yeah.
So it's 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep. I'll let you open the door the second time. That's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll just barrel through it. I'll
Go for
flood
it.
me in I'll just Bryn will just
Yeah.
if that helps.
For sure.
Okay. It's okay if it breaks, I don't care. But I'm guessing I don't see Ron.
Well, unfortunately for you, it's dark outside. So
Well, do I see
I
like an
will-
open window?
I will see this this
Yeah,
window is
okay,
open.
okay.
Yeah,
Shoot, okay.
the room here is a sort of the candlelight in the middle of the room is, since it's so late in the evening, it started to die down. So the room is pretty lit here. But you see the window open, the darkness of night, and sort of knowing the vampire spawn's MO, you could take a guess at what happened.
I'm just gonna yell, Ron!
Run!
That's my turn. I think that was
Alrighty.
everything.
Did you move your full movement? Because Expeditious Retreat, you...
Yeah, I did.
Gotcha. Okay, we can move on. Vin, I put you in the pumpkin patch just because I think that'd be fun, as you were all kind of spread apart here, as you were
And
trying to keep an
everyone
eye
else
on
Is
the dark
inside.
here. So you see Bryn running inside, yelling for Ron. You know Valken's perched on the roof here, and you were sort of keeping an eye on this area. The disadvantage here is that it is in the middle of the night. There is some light over here in this area, sort of brightening a little bit, but over here it's dark. You're gonna have to either do something about it, get closer, or sort of meander your way.
I pick up like a twig in the pumpkin patch
Sure.
and cast light on it and then throw it.
Wait, what did you pick up?
Like a twig.
Oh, I thought you said a pig.
Oh,
That was a very
Cannot
different visual.
Throw a pig.
I thought it was like a
Hello.
little baby piglet, and you just like chucked it.
I want
would
everyone to know
never
we
do
were
such
this
thing.
they were this close to a pumpkin chunkin here on.
Piglets need to be coddled, and I'm not strong enough to throw a pumpkin. IRL.
This was like what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So you can take this twig and just chuck it. How far do you think you can throw a stick?
Probably like 20 feet, 30 feet.
Which would put it about in this area ish.
Yeah, I'm just trying to illuminate my area.
Yeah. So definitely, I will let you throw a stick out there with light on it, and I will put that over there. And I'm not gonna worry about where the stick lands. I'll just say it goes wherever you wanted it to go. So.
I want it to go, here, let me go like a ruler. Let's say it's like here.
Over here, gotcha. Can do. If I'm not mistaken, this is light is 20 feet bright and then an additional 20 feet dim, if I'm not mistaken. You want to fact
yes,
check me on
yes,
that?
sir.
Correct, yes.
20 feet.
Ooh wee. What color is your light?
I have it up because I was about to cast the same
Ooh,
thing.
I can pick a color.
Yeah, why not?
Let's say it's rainbow, depending on my vibe. But right now, because it's dark outside, it is like a normal yellowy flashlighty color. But like
Cool.
any other time, it's like purple or whatever.
It can
It's
be whatever
RGB.
your heart tells you.
Yeah, it's mood light. And then after seeing that nobody is over there, I'm going to attempt to run here.
Easy enough. Yep, you can easily make it over there. I'll move you so it's a little easier.
Yeah, there. I had to
Since you
change
can't-
my like setting. I think
Yeah.
was that 30 or was this 30? I don't know.
Yep,
Whatever
you're good
30
there.
is.
I will say that the chat, you see everyone's vision, but as far as the characters, a lot of them can't see shit because they don't have dark vision.
That's me.
So anything else you'd like to do?
I can't dash to get in the room, so I'll just be on alert for
Perfect.
anybody who might come at me.
Falcon, it is your turn. You're perched up above here, and you actually have dark vision. So you hear the sound in this direction. You hear someone getting dragged out of a window. Bryn shouts, "Ron!" You see Vin throw light over here. Nothing's showing up. So, what would you like to do?
Yes. Well, hearing Bryn hearing commotion, Falcon's going to distinctly recall how they were attacked in prior nights via a certain set of windows. So I'm gonna bonus spend a key point to do bonus action Step of the Wind.
Amazing.
So that doubles my movement speed.
Sure does. So if I'm not mistaken, you can move 100 feet.
110.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Wow.
That was amazing.
So Valken's just gonna, swiftly dash off the roof onto the ground, and then however far I can get towards the windows I think they would be using again.
So I have a question for you.
Huh?
I have a question for you. You have two options. The roof, I'm going to say, is about 15 feet off of the ground. It's not like a big house. You're perched over here. You can choose to run down the roof, which will take that amount of movement, or you could jump to attempt to save some movement. However, if you fail the save on this jump off, then you will fall prone.
Jump, 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 jump.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna leap. I'm acrobatic enough, I think. So what?
Famous last words.
So would it be acrobatics or athletics?
Let's see here. I think in this case, it's more of an athletics than an acrobatics. You're not really balancing or doing, you're just trying to just jump and clear this roof and then hit the ground running. So
Okay. So athletics. 19.
yeah, easy. And I think that if you get a running start as a monk with Step of the Wind with your strength, you could
Increase the jump distance.
You can jump 25 feet horizontally. Pretty sure. I have a little handy jump calculator over here that confirmed it. But yeah, you can jump. So wherever you want to land yourself in any vicinity in this area, go for it. Up to 25 feet.
About 25 feet, you said?
Sure.
Let's see. Well,
So that'd be around in this area.
yeah, I mean, it would be in that direction. So we'll say I hop down, out there. And jumping's not any other than not move.
It's just movement. I got you. You just jump your little monk self down here.
All right. And I still have all my movement left.
It counts as movement. It counts as 25 feet. But you save the 15 from walking down the wall and running, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So I have 70 feet left of movement.
Sure. Go for it.
My God.
I'll measure it out here.
You pull your arms out behind you and just go for it.
And Naruto run.
Almost spit out my water.
See, I'm trying to measure out. Okay, so it would be about 45 feet to get to the back corner of the house.
Sure. I can move you over there if you're having problems.
Unless it's not gonna. There we go.
Perfect. There you see your friend being dragged out of the window.
And I still have like 30 feet of movement, so
Go for it, dude.
I will.
Fucking monks.
Yeah. I will slide on over. Or not. Can we slide over? There we go. Okay. And since I still have my action, right? I will attempt to beat the crap out of that vampire spot.
Go for it.
Okay. Ron, as you're being dragged, you see Falcon like almost a blur come around the corner of the house, and then like in an instant he's next to you. About to swing on this. So let's see. And probably
I knew you
missed.
wouldn't let Ron die.
That's a 15.
15 is exactly what you need.
Okay. 15. My damage. There it is. Oh, that's pretty good. 13 damage.
13 damage, okay.
Yep.
You give it a slice.
Yep. And second one is 19 plus whatever.
Yeah.
Damage on that is 14.
14 damage, very nice. Taking some very aggressive cuts.
I would like to, on that hit, possible use another key point to try and stunning strike.
Oh, very nice. It's a constitution save, right?
Yeah, and because of something, I think it's my something.
Your belt gives you a plus to that. So whatever it says in your sheet, add whatever your belt tells you.
Yeah.
That's a tough break. Natural 20 on their con save.
All right, that's
so
fine.
you know previously from fighting these vampires that they're pretty hardy. That takes quite a bit of a beating, and they can still keep going.
Yeah.
And this one just shrugs off your attempt to stun them, as they are fixated on taking their prey and feeding. Ron, you are prone as they drag you out of the window.
Okay. Ron's just gonna stand up then.
Ron stands. I figured that would be the thing, but I forgot to do it last time, so. Ron's, you stand. You were grappled by this vampire.
And then Ron's gonna swing his mace and yell out, "Rod is not dinner." I think he misses with a 12.
That misses, yeah.
Swings again. How about a 20?
A 20 definitely hits.
All right. Ron's gonna go to Smite Town.
All right.
Heard it.
9, 10, 17 damage.
17 damage. They're not looking too healthy.
I like that.
That is all Ron can do.
Does it have to do any kind of thing to like make sure it stays grappled, or would Ron had to try to break free?
Ron has to break free, and it takes his
Okay.
action to do so. So they're gonna try and bite you. And they get a 24 to bite you, Ron.
Oh, snap. Okay. Yep.
You take 5 piercing damage
All right.
and 8 necrotic damage.
Holy smokes.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by 8.
What? Oh my god.
And you
From a
see
bite?
some of those wounds that began that you had inflicted upon them start to heal after their bite.
We've seen them do that before, right? When they
Yes.
attacked us the first time.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna
Like
claw
right.
you again.
It's like drain life force or something.
But the claw attack misses.
Doki.
and they're going to drag you on. And you can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like, Falcon.
Oh, yeah. Shana. Probably not. That's a 14.
Misses.
Falcon shouts something in Elvish. Shana.
So essentially what's happening is this vampire has a hold of Ron by the throat, and then takes a bite out of Ron's neck as they're sort of dragging him along like so, and then trying to scratch and claw at him as he's defending with his shield as they're dragging him away from you, Valken, into the night. Bryn, you hear all sorts of shit happening outside.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run and jump through that window.
Go for it. Which window?
The one that Ron
That's
was
open?
dragged out of.
Yep. I'll drag you through it. So you jump through this window, you tuck and roll,
20.
and you see what's going on out there.
I land on Valkan.
No, he's not on Balkan. You're beside Balkan.
Okay, so that'd be 20, I think. That'd be 25, 30.
Yep.
And can I see out here though?
You cannot. You
I-
can
I
see
know
what your
he's
character
there.
sees currently, so
Yeah, my character can see a lot of things, so that's why I'm asking.
gotcha.
Because I knew where Ron was, and I didn't know if I was supposed to know that.
Can you see anything beyond Ron?
I mean the map cuts off there, so but yeah, I can see
You can't see
Valkan, I
then.
can see
The map-
Ron, I can see a vampire, I can see like some
Yeah, the map does
Barrels.
not cut off here. It's just dark.
no, the map cuts off here.
Oh yeah, okay.
I can see this perfectly clear.
Okay.
And this.
Okay.
And this. Okay. Well, either way, if I can see Ron, I'm gonna reach out and touch him and cast light on his armor.
Oh, the reason why you can see is because you had light on from last time.
Ah.
So now that's all you see. You get a little sneak peek.
So I wouldn't have been able to see Ron. Because I would have been here.
Yeah, but that's okay.
You're okay, like I heard it or something.
Yes, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
You can
I reach
yeah.
out and I'm gonna touch Ron's shoulder, like foot. Because he's
Sure.
been dragged or whatever, and I'm just gonna cast light on him.
Okay. Any particular color, or do you care at this point?
It's a beautiful sunny like green, like the color of sun through leaves.
I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try.
So like that'll comfort him in his time of need. Just a yellow light's fine.
There you go.
And that's that would be my turn.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I can still use the dash action. So I'm
Sure.
gonna get on this side of the
Okay.
vampire. So if they move, I can get an attack of opportunity.
Sure.
That's now my turn.
Vin, you see some light starting to shine over here. You see Valken take off around the house in this direction. So you have a pretty good idea of where the action's going down.
Okay. I will then move. What was my movement? 30, I think. I'm gonna first move here. Let me just make sure it's 30. Okay. Boop. Okay. I can now see the vampire.
Yep.
So I am going to firebolt his booty.
Go for it.
That is a 22.
That definitely hits.
Yay. Uh, 10 spaceship, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 14.
14. Okay. As this firebolt streaks across the nighttime, where you're able to see it light up and ignite on this vampire who's not looking very happy currently.
And that will end my turn.
Very well. Falcon, you're next.
Okay. Well, we don't want that vampire getting away. So, is there space for me to like squeeze between Ron and Bram?
Yeah, you can stand there.
Actually, I think what I would like to do is using my slender athletic form, squeeze through and instead flank and get around however I can to this side.
Yeah, you've got plenty of movement. You can get around, Bryn, no problem.
Yeah. And Falcon tries to cut off the vampire's escape route. It says, "We're not going anywhere, okay? You're dead." Maybe. Oh yeah, that's 15. So you might be dead. Damage on that is 12.
12 damage, all right.
8. Second. Yeah, that's 23. Damage. 14 damage.
14 damage, all right. Still up.
And I got key points. So I'm going to spend another one for Flurry of Blows. The first one will miss.
Okay.
Second Flurry will, yeah. 13 plus 9, so.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Or sorry, not 9, it's 13 plus 8, but yeah.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And that is 9 damage.
9 damage. Tell me how you destroy this vampire spawn.
Well, like I said, I dance my way around Ron and Bryn to cut it off. Say those same lines, and then just a couple quick slashes with the sword, followed up by a strong, focused punch straight to the temple. Hopefully, just completely caving its head in with the punch.
Got it. As it's caved in, and in similar instances, when it's defeated, the body almost sort of shrivels and curls up and then becomes a husk of its former self. And you are all out of combat currently. In the middle of the night in the town.
I run over to them.
You okay, Ron?
Oh, thank the gods you all came to Ron's aid, but yeah, Ron's fine. Except for this nasty bite. Really gross. Like pus.
I haven't had a run like that in quite a while.
Wait, so we were attacked again a second time?
Yeah, we pretended we got away, and then we came back, and Ron came as Braun, and then Ron pretended to stay the night, and this vampire came again.
We might have been pretty tired, but the first night we were here, they tried to attack us the same way.
Is this a coincidence, or is it us, or do you think that they just want blood?
I think this is what they do. I think anybody that makes the mistake of coming here ends up being taken.
Yes, and possibly townspeople are in on it, like they have agreement with vampire or something.
Either that or Bren thinks they might be mind controlled. I don't know about that. But I did see a flock of bats. Is that what they're called? Do you call a bat, lots of bats, a flock, or
Swarm? Murder?
Murder? Isn't that like birds?
Crows.
There was a lot of bats, and they flew with purpose, and I think they were spying.
Pretty sure it's called a school of bats.
Oh, it is a cauldron of bats.
Oh, cauldron. It might be it. Yes, it sounds familiar.
Really?
I think it's called a camp or a colony. I like
There's a lot of
cauldron.
bats, and they flew with a purpose. It seemed. I don't know if they were trying to spy or maybe it was vampires. They transform, right? Or they can. Maybe that was the vampire. Maybe he was coming to mind wipe somebody, huh?
Now you're using your
Either way.
noggin.
Either way, what do we do now?
Which direction were they trying to pull you, Ron?
Just out the window, and Valken and Bryn came to Ron's rescue right away. So, but looks like they're heading around this building. To this right side.
You would know that the previous MO essentially is they drugged them out of the window, and then took them to the north through the forest, where you had chased them down last time. They were going to drag you there, essentially.
Ooh, I have a guess.
Yes.
Remember when we were, way deep in the woods we shouldn't have been in? And I said that in that direction there was a compound with a big mansion.
Just a creepy castle.
How much gold do you want to bet that that's the source of all this, huh?
I don't want to bet any gold because I believe you.
Ron also believes.
Bryn, are you betting me?
Sorry, what? Am I betting you? No.
So we all win.
That's no fun.
Oh, if we all win, does that mean that you're going to give a gold to each of us?
Ooh,
No.
I like this plan.
That's not how it works.
Bet you
Uh,
1 gold you won't give a gold to each of us.
5 lay on hand points to see if that neutralized whatever happened to Ron.
Let me see.
Is there a visual of like that wound that looks weird on Ron, maybe?
The lay on hands does not.
Was it magic that was used?
The vampire bit him and sucked some of his blood.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
straight up bit him right in front of me. I tried
I
to.
remember
nasty.
from my research, like,
Nastiness, and Ron just like sticks the
oh,
bite
don't
mark in
put that
people's
to
face.
near us.
Kind of stinks a little.
I will let you all. You can make a medicine check
Yeah, I'll
if you
do
would like to take a look
medicine.
at
Good at that.
the wound.
Ron got a 16.
Woo!
30,
I
20.
rolled a 19, but I have a 21.
Yep. So as you're all sort of looking at this wound, that you could see the incisions of the fangs, and it's sort of black, almost like some necrosis, kind of streaking out from each of the two piercing marks into Ron's skin. It doesn't look like it's a long-lasting effect, and you think that a good night's rest would clear it right up. Nothing else really needed.
Oh. Yeah, no problem. Oh, Ron
Here's
is
the-
thirsty though.
Ooh, I have another question.
Yes, it is. Answer is not blood.
I was gonna say, it's still the middle of the night. What exactly is our plan?
Well, our plan was to
Oh.
wait throughout the night and then head out at first morning, but I think Ron needs to sleep it off a little.
Probably best to
Sleep
not
where?
attack vampire home during nighttime.
Well,
Not going
I
in the
was
forest
thinking.
tonight again.
No, I was thinking we could sleep in the church. It's empty and no one's using it.
Oh yeah. But we're taking Husk. Last time they took Husk.
Oh yes, quickly. Somebody that has containers or something to put stuff in. You want to get some of this weird ash stuff?
This is not ash. Not like
Some of
what's
the-
required.
Some of this weird stuff. But
I mean, I don't really want to touch it.
Well,
Ron just
you're the
chops the hand off.
It was just an idea. You're the,
I don't have any containers. I mean, I could dump out my healing tonic to put it in that.
Mm,
You know, usually when I drink a potion, I chug it and then I take the glass and I smash it to make sure it works. So I don't.
how many glasses do you keep on you?
How many what?
Do you break it every time?
When I drink a healing potion, yes. It's how you know it works.
I'd never seen it.
Every time. Sorry.
So nobody. This is of no value to us.
What are you wanting to do? You're like hacking off a piece of this like husk.
Hawken
From
doesn't
this
know.
piece.
He has no idea if it's can be used for anything or whatnot. But
Oh,
that's why he was asking the smart people.
Ron just takes out the axe and chops like the forearm off.
Sure, you've got a vampire spawn's forearm, which looks shriveled and gross.
So we're going to the church then.
Yeah, I think so. It seems
yeah.
safe.
You need me to lead? I don't think. But we have light. We're kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we should
Ron-
turn the light off. We don't want people to see us going into
Oh.
the church.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I
we
mean?
might get attacked again.
Sorry, Ron. And I'm gonna tap him and turn off light.
Sure,
Assume I can just end it.
you can.
Okay.
Yep. So you can make it over to the chapel here, and you stayed there before, so no one really bothered you. It seems like it's very much not in use. Covered in like a film of like dust and grime. So, but if your intent here is to take a rest, you can spend your 8 hours here, and then by that time it'll be about 10, 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
So it is the next day.
So the wounds all cleared up.
It's all fine. You restore your maximum hit points, no problem. Your long rest did the trick.
Ooh.
So good morning. We're heading into
Okay.
those woods again now.
Yes. Now there's daylight. Should be okay. Maybe run into wolves again, but they know we are alpha.
Famous last words. No, I'm just kidding.
Just fine with it. We can take them if we run into them again. We should be mindful of those little glowy orb things, though.
I didn't like those.
So the plan now is to trek to the north through the Elder Forest to make your way through to the estate. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. So it takes about an hour or so to get through the town into the edge of the forest. And you make your way in. This time there's not a pack of wolves waiting for you. Perhaps they are still licking their wounds. But while it is midday, the sort of canopy of this old, dense forest with trees that are perhaps hundreds of years old blocks a great deal of the sunlight. And in this particular forest, it's very easy for someone to get turned around for whatever reason. So whoever is leading the group through this forest to try to get to this manor, go ahead and make a survival check for me.
$16.
16. So you find your general direction here. Since you're in the beginning of the forest, it's pretty easy. Go the opposite way that you came in, which is what happened last time. So you spend another hour or so. It's probably 1 o'clock. In the distance, you can see some faint glow and dim, but they're not moving in your direction. Make another survival roll for me. You'll be making 3 total.
11.
11. So as you're nearing or making your way to the center of this forest, it's really hard to figure out which way that you've already been. It is midday. You'd normally be able to see the sun and help guide you. This forest is so damn thick. There's undergrowth, thorns. Just trying to get through here. You think you're going in the right direction. You're pretty confident that you'll get there, but you're not for sure how much of a direct route that you're taking. It's taking you a little longer to make your way. Make a third roll.
For the roll, could Valken do the same thing he did last time and climb up a tree and try to assist by
You can.
pointing out the manor or whatever?
I'll get
Okay.
advantage.
Well, can I just climb it or do I have to roll for anything?
You're a monk. You can walk up the side of a tree, no problem.
That's right.
So you find the tallest tree, similar to what you did last time, and you climb your way up. It takes some time. You know, while you can do this, it's pretty precarious, as these trees are upwards of 100 feet in the air. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Uh, 16.
So you realize you veered a little off course, where you'd think that you were making more of a direct route. You'd veered off a bit to the east. The manor is a little to the northwest of you, and you think in order to get there on a direct route, you're looking at 2 hours-ish. You look around you, and it's about 2 in the afternoon. You may guess you lost some time there in the forest from being lost. So if you book it, and if you make a direct route there, you should get there before it's dark.
So did that take the place of her roll then? Because I was
She'll get advantage on her roll.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
You see Valken up at the top of the tree, pointing in the direction.
I do not math this way. 16 plus 6.
Big numbers. You can make a beeline. In fact, you get there probably at about 4 p.m., a couple hours before sundown. One thing that you do notice is as you start making your trek there, it starts to rain heavily. A thunderstorm is come over the area here. It's almost like the very terrain's working against you. As the rain starts to pour down, and as you get closer, it's damn near torrential at this point. Visibility is a little rough. There's crashes of thunder, which are preceded like bolts of lightning in the sky. So much so that it doesn't necessarily feel like the best idea to be outside. And as you're sort of questioning your current situation, you make it to a clearing. It seems that the old and sort of dense ancient forest just opens up. And you see what appears to be an overgrown sort of estate, a lawn, walled estate around 4 sides, a sort of rocky trail coming up from the clearing in the forest. This building is 2-3 stories tall, a large tower on the back side of it, which extends much further than the rest of the home. It looks dilapidated, abandoned, not well kept whatsoever. And you can see, if you follow the trail with your eyes, that there is a wrought iron gate that looks rusted. Probably a good 100 feet in the middle of this clearing.
And we're like late afternoon or evening now?
It's like 4 p.m.
Okay.
Be on your guard. There's not enough sunlight.
Yeah. I just want to get out of this rain. This sucks. Do we
Gonna
we sneak in?
50 feet?
Sure. You move 50 feet forward, following the path, and the ground's starting to get pretty mucky at this point with the rain. But from what you can see with low visibility, it just seems like an old, dilapidated manor out in the middle of nowhere. Nothing has come to greet you. No creatures coming out to assail you. It's just a old house.
This is what you saw, Valkan?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it from a kind of a ways away, but this is pretty much it. Yeah. I recognize the tower and the bustedness of the general. Yeah, it's this place.
Maybe there's like a underground passage.
Maybe. How? So we're on a path that leads to the wall of the place?
Yeah, it's similar to what you saw in the beginning of the forest that kind of got lost during the undergrowth. It's like an old cobblestone path that's well worn and overgrown, but you can see as you're in this open clearing with no trees or underbrush, more just overgrown weeds and things, as it leads sort of to a gate. There's a sort of an wrought iron wall with bars in it, and then just a gate that's sitting there.
Does it appear to be locked, or is it just like opened and like unmaintained?
It looks closed. If you want to walk up to it, you can see if it's locked.
Should I sneak up closer and see what I can see inside the wall?
Yeah, we can all go together.
Yeah, I think we should stay together as much as possible.
Okay.
And then I'll use Mage Hand to see if the gate is unlocked.
Sure. So you make your way forward and you cast your spectral hand and move it forward, and as it sort of grasps the gate and goes to pull on it, it doesn't open. You're not sure if it's locked or if the mage hand doesn't have enough force to be able to pull open a gate sort of as large as this, made of iron. Could be worn, could be just rusted, could be locked.
I would say, even though that this place looks pretty beat, we should probably be pretty wary of traps, because if a vampire does live here, they certainly don't want anybody here, I'd imagine. Well, I think we should keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
And also, I would like to climb over said wall and hop on the other side.
Sure. Easy enough. You can walk up the side of the wall, climb it, and then hop down on the other side.
Okay.
Looks just as unmaintained in here as it did on the outside. There, at some point, may have been some very nice, like spruce type trees, gardens of flowers and such that are just thorns, brambles, weeds.
Any sort
Shrubbery,
of like,
unkept.
maybe old stable, someplace that might be shelter from the rain at all, out on the outside garden courtyard area.
On the outside, as you're looking through the courtyard, you could see what may have been like an old storage area, maybe some stables. It's dilapidated and pretty much just like fell in at this point.
Okay.
You could even see on top of the roof here on the side that you're on that part of the roof is caved in.
Okay.
On some of the pitched roof, and the rain's coming down directly into it.
I'll go around to the gate and quickly scan it to make sure there's nothing off about it, and if it's just an old gate from this side, there's no sort of strings or...
You're looking for traps, make an investigation roll.
I rolled a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And my investigation is -1. So.
Perfect. So you look at this gate and you're like, it's a rusty old gate. It
Everything looks
seems fine. Maybe it's just stuck.
With that in mind, I could try to maybe kick the gate.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, make
You
athletics
think
check.
Well, I mean, like, I want to ask my group to make sure.
Hmm.
I assume the rain's still coming down hard. It might drown out the noise a little bit.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
coming
honestly, they're vampires. If they know we're here, they know we're here.
True.
Know what I mean? Let's just go. Let's just bust in there.
I will try to summon my monk strength to try and kick the gate from this side to see if it loosens it up.
down. Okay. Athletics check.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's like 18 plus 5.
Yeah, so you rear back and you kick. And it's a gate that can swivel both directions. So you kick it loose, the gate springs open, slams into the side, and then sort of hits and then sort of makes its way back. But it's open, and then with your check, you don't slip into the mud. You're able to keep your footing after making this kick. So you have opened. It wasn't locked, it was just stuck, rested.
Falcon tells him to stand back. You see him load up just a real swift kick that knocks the gate open, and then he just gives you a bow as he's like trying to lead you in.
I give him a curtsy back.
Right this way.
Who's Vulcan?
So as you make your way in, there's a large sort of old like oak double door grand entrance into this place.
Well, there's the front doors. I also saw up on the roof over here, there's a hole. Pretty big hole. There's a storage over there. What do we want to do?
I mean, I can cast fly on Ron and he can carry us up to the hole and we can go in through the roof.
You don't have to worry about me. I can manage, but
Ron is gonna divine sense right now.
Gotcha. How many feet is that, sir?
60 feet.
60 feet. Nothing at this point as you're standing on the path.
So far, so clear.
A few moments go by and you hear a mechanism behind these double doors. The door opens and you see middle-aged man wearing a coat and tails, and he steps to the doorway and says to you all, "Good afternoon. Is there anything that I could help you all with? Did you have an audience with the master?"
Yes. Yes, we do.
now, hold on, Ron. We were led to believe that this place was long abandoned. Who exactly might we be talking to?
Well, my name is Mortimer Pensington, and I am the keeper of this place, trying to maintain his order here and for the master. So I do the best I can with the help that I have, but it is quite a large task indeed.
I give a look around and I'm like,
However, we do have food prepared, a dinner, if you would be so kind, and I could alert my master that you are here and request an audience.
Under my breath, I'm like, are we dinner?
Well, you'll have to forgive us. We weren't expecting to find anyone in this place. We thought maybe we'd do a bit of exploration at an abandoned house, but if it's not abandoned, we apologize for intruding.
Apology accepted, master. I would, of course, be remiss and not invite you inside for some refreshments. It is quite the downpour this evening.
Yep, that's right.
I lean over to
yeah.
Bryn and I'm like, this is twice now he's asked us to go inside.
Bryn's just kind of like got her arms crossed, like, yep, we're all fucked.
But come here for a second, buddy, and I'm gonna pull her onto the side. You did a thing, right? That you can do a thing that senses the evil or something.
Yes, Ron did.
Okay. Nothing. This guy.
Oh, you want Ron to do it again?
But I thought.
This
Can you
person
do
would have
it
been
again?
well within your divine sense at this point, and they are not celestial fiend. Is it celestial fiend, fey, or undead?
Yes.
They are
I think
not.
Nix the Fey part, but yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
This guy, he's not a vampire or undead or something.
As far as Ron could tell, no. Seems like just old man. Maybe servant?
So he most definitely serves a vampire then.
Would not be unheard of for vampires to keep humans to do tasks during the day when they cannot.
This is accurate.
Please do come in. It's where we have visitors. And we just happen to have dinner ready.
Well, what is for dinner?
Oh, well, it is quite the spread of a roasted tilapia, a grilled pork loin, various greens, of course, a very nice salad, a side of cream of mushroom soup, and some flavored gelatin for dessert.
You
Wow.
prepared all that for us.
I prepare this every night. Well, myself and the other servants, of course, but,
How many other servants are there? It's quite a large meal.
well, not enough, I dare say, as this manor is quite a lot to maintain. I do apologize for the state that it is in, but we're doing what we can.
It's Valken's like BS sensors have been going off since that guy opened the door. So can I I don't know, insight to see if he's. I just need to confirm that he's.
What are you trying to glean from an insight check?
Based off of our questions to him and his responses and how he's says he's maintaining the place with other servants, yet it's completely busted down. He cooks a huge meal every night for no visitors whatsoever.
Sure.
I guess I'm just trying to figure out, I just want to pinpoint if this guy is just straight up, trying to lure us into a trap right now.
Yeah, make your roll.
This is 9.
He definitely looks the part. He seems like a nice old sort of butler-esque person who's maybe the head of a group of servants here. The place looks pretty run down. He's having a rough time. He seems earnest. He seems excited that you're here and is happy to serve you all dinner.
Yes, no need to be rude. Valkan is a good dinner. Ron loves fish.
Yeah, fish is great. So, are we taking him up on the offer, or are we not?
Well, we're here for reasons, and so instead of sneaking around, we can just walk in.
Okay, Ben, is that good? Is that good? Yeah.
I'm nervous about walking in and becoming dinner, but it would be rude of us to not come in.
It's settled.
Yes.
All right, let's go after you.
Righto, that's the spirit. All right. And he sort of invites you in. And let's see here.
Yeah, it's not creepy at all.
He invites you. He's holding a candle to sort of
This Peter
lead the
Pettigrew
way.
looking motherfucker.
What's that?
Nothing. He looks like somebody else.
And he makes his way this way. Follow me.
Did he just like glide out of there? Dang. All right.
He's just walking.
Ron's gonna pull out a torch
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Ron.
and light every torch along the way.
Wait. Remember, eyes open for weird things.
Also, don't eat anything.
Who wants popping a torch?
Ron is.
Ron, you got your torch.
Are there sconces along the way? Or Ron's just gonna light everything up.
Some like
No,
cobwebs you can
not
light.
here.
Oh, okay. Okay, stay close. Keep eyes open.
So you can see that there were some sconces like here, but there's nothing to burn at this point. If that makes sense. There's nothing to light.
We're just gonna
And
like
he's-
shuffle slowly together, so we're like huddled as a group.
Sure.
Yeah.
Vulcan, keep up.
Before
I'm
we get
coming.
to the door, Ron's gonna divine sense again.
Stuff's a little slow on my end here. I can't see.
If you click the four little like four square thing, you can move your character.
There we go.
All right, divine sense. Nothing here.
So far, so good.
Yes, please do come in. And he opens the doorway. You can see there's a large, long dinner table here. In the background, there is a pipe organ. It's almost like a parlor turned like a room where you like an entertaining room for guests and such. And he points towards the inside here. The rest of the food will be out shortly. If you would, please take a moment and I will alert the master of your arrival and you all may have an audience.
Thank you very much, Mortimer.
Of course.
Before you go,
Of course.
the name of your master is...
Oh, it is Viscount Marcel de Clare.
the...
Can you like spell that for us? Viscount.
The name definitely carries weight. I know. I'm familiar with that name.
Marcel Declare?
I'll copy paste it for you here in just a second.
Yeah.
How do you know this name, Malkin?
Well, it's just kind of go along with it.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha. I wasn't sure if you knew something that I didn't know.
Does the food look like real food?
It
Just look
looks
old.
delicious.
Does it smell delicious?
Yeah, the door opens, fresh breads, salted meats, cheeses, and he says more is on the way, so...
Can I do an investigation check to see if it's like on the
Sure.
up and up?
Yeah.
Well, while she's doing that, I want to ask him,
Nat
were
20.
you expecting us?
No, of course not.
Well, where are the other servants?
They'll be arriving with more food, of course.
So you regularly make this much food?
Of course. It's only proper.
Who else is here?
Well, there's me, the servant, and the master.
How many servants did you say?
I forget the exact amount, but 5, 6. They come and go.
I'm sure they do.
This stuff, Bryn, looks fine to you.
Still not eating it.
You're being very generous with us. So, I guess we'll make ourselves at home.
Yes, please take your seat, and I will arrive momentarily. And he sort of goes down actually here and disappears.
Well,
I'm not waiting around here to get eaten. Let's go.
go where?
Let's go explore the castle now that he's not watching us.
Oh wait, don't
In
we
the
want
menu.
don't we want to try the food?
No, don't eat
Food
it.
is
no.
probably
not.
poisoned.
We are not eating food.
That means nothing to me.
Anything over
if you're
here?
immune to poison,
Valken's gonna go and like eat several different things just because he's hungry.
Falcon, and as he like tries to put something in his mouth, I like swat it from his hand.
Oi, what are you doing?
No, it could be under a
probably
sleeping
poisoned.
spell or something.
it smells so good.
I'm fine. My body is a temple. I've trained it.
Against poisons. What if this is supernatural vampire magic?
Yeah, this could be
Are you immune to
something
magic?
other than poison.
You hear
Bryn is
footsteps.
right.
Your monk bullshit is immune to magic?
Oh, this is a magnificent meal.
You hear several footsteps.
Is there like a potted plant we can put some food in to make it look like we ate some?
Okay. Before those,
If you want.
Yeah.
Did anyone try any?
No,
No.
no, they slapped
we're
it
not
out of my
trying to
hand.
die.
Can I quickly position before those footsteps come to the door? I would like to be against the wall next to the door
Sure. Like here?
before they. Yeah, just kind of like, you know.
I'll
Did
put
it
you
not
here
work?
then. Okay. And you see Mortimer come in, and the rest of the people, they sort of make their way in, and there's some more cheeses. There are pastries, sweets, cupcakes, an entire cake, and they sort of lay everything down. And you see one of the servants sort of sneak a cupcake and take a bite of it, and just and you hear Mortimer, no, taking the food is for the guests, of course. You'll have your supper later. And she says, I'm so sorry, Mortimer, and puts it back.
Oh, well, she already took a bite. Might as well finish.
And she quickly swallows.
And what if we were to insist that you all join us for this meal?
Oh yes,
The-
please.
The servants had put the things down and are leaving. I could remain, of course, if you had any particular questions or anything, or I have yet to let the master know, but they servants do have things to attend to, so unfortunately they must go.
When shall we be expecting the master?
Just as early as you would like, of course. He is currently predisposed, but should be wrapping up business shortly.
What
He
sort
should
of
probably
business?
take his time, yeah?
These are very fresh ingredients you have here for the food. Where do you say you get all of your supplies from?
Oh, well, here and there, of course, via trade and things of the sort. But please
town?
do enjoy the food.
Leafside? Do they have this sort of if so, I must stop there on my way out of town, because this is better than any farmer's stand I have seen.
Well, if I do recall, they do have quite the amount of crops being grown there, but I digress. So
That's
are
not
you
where you got yours from.
are you standing? Are you sitting? What are you doing here?
Brent's
standing.
awkwardly standing.
Standing.
Okay.
Yeah, standing.
Is the food not to your liking?
Oh, I'm on a diet.
I'm I had a bite. It was really good. But
I
I'm
tried to have a bite.
Well, I shall properly scold the staff then that they are performing at subpar.
That's not necessary.
Oh,
yeah.
indeed it is.
We insist.
Quite
As
alright.
the guests.
Here's the thing, we didn't want to be rude, but we literally ate right before we got here. You know how it is. Awkward.
Well, I will inform the servants that they have performed dismally and let the master know that you have declined his patronage here. One
I
moment,
whisper
please.
to Bran, and I'm like, is dismally better than subpar?
It's worse. It keeps getting worse.
He walks
Oh.
out.
Ron's gonna detect magic.
He walks out and you hear the door. As
Like
he
it
closes
locks.
it and locked it.
Mother fucking
Detect
Mortimer?
magic. This whole fucking room's got magic all over it. Wooey. Illusion
Ooh.
magic.
Holy shit.
Illusion magic. Oh.
Do it.
Is the
It's
food
full
illusion?
of- Yeah, probably not.
probably worms. And
This whole
blood.
whole room, all the food, everything.
This good thing you slap food out of Valkan's hand.
What do you see, Ron?
Ron knows it's illusion, but not know what it actually looks like. Maybe dispel magic will work.
Do we care what it actually looks like for me to do that?
I mean,
No.
I'm curious, but it's, you want to save your spell slot.
Ron's gonna open
mean,
the door or
either
try
I
to.
Either I do that or I get one less fireball.
I would say the doors are our biggest concern at the moment, right?
Excuse me, Mortimer, you seem to lock a door.
Do we hear him or anything?
No response.
All right, I'm gonna break the door down.
Uh,
I'm
Do it.
not playing this game anymore.
What kind of door is this?
I'm gonna go Big Bryn.
Like a wooden door. Nothing too crazy.
We can always set the door on fire.
Big Bryn bust door.
You also have
Now.
lock picks, but or you could bust it down.
we have,
Whatever
We
you'd like
have
to do.
lockpicks, and someone's been training in that too. We should try
Yeah,
that
but
first.
there's other more fun means where the door is made of wood.
Whatever you'd like to do.
okay. Whatever.
Then have
outta
at
here.
it.
Are there any
Big Bryn,
windows?
break door.
Is everything boarded up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like the scene was Valkan outside. A lot of the windows are boarded up to keep, broken glass to cover that up, that kind of thing.
Well, if someone's gonna break down the door, Ron's gonna start hacking away some boarded up windows.
Well,
Yeah, we're going murder hub on this place because we know they're vampires. We know they're not trustworthy, and he just tried to lock us in here. So F it. Break down the door. Big Bryn energy, break down the door. What's
And
the
if that-
check?
yeah, if that doesn't work, I'll pick the lock so we can sneak out quietly.
Sure, yeah, just give me an athletics check, Bryn.
Okay. $15.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
blow this door off the hinges. It is wide open.
Ah,
It's an interior door to a
Stupid
parlor, so you
doors.
go through it.
I follow closely behind Bryn. Bryn, you see anything?
Okay, everyone, stay together. Let's go find this guy and get some answers.
Do we
Ron can
really want to
only
find him, or
detect
do we
magic
just
for
want
10
to
minutes?
leave?
Didn't you come here to find this guy?
Yeah.
Why we are here? They're killing everyone in town. It's got to be done. Let's go.
So as you
Okay.
bust
As long
out of
as
the
you
parlor,
agree.
yeah, as you bust out of the parlor into the dark and sort of dilapidated manor here, ready for you to explore. And we'll take our first break, or our only break.
On the way out, Falcon sneaks illusion bread in
Okay.
his pocket.
You take a bite of the bread. It smells
I didn't
delicious.
need
Oh,
it.
you don't take a bite? Sure.
I
He
just
didn't say he
pocketed
took a
it.
bite. He didn't say he took a bite.
You take it. You
He
take
didn't
the
eat
bread.
maggots.
All right. we'll take a break. We will see you all here in just a few. So
God,
go
I'm
ahead
so stressed out.
and stretch your appendages and go grab some snacks, and we'll be back here in just a few. BRB, everybody.